Hello children, welcome to a 9th English class. Children, today we will learn direct and indirect speech, and I hope that in your previous class in the sense 8th standard, you may be learned and practice direct and indirect speech. And this year, as this is very important topic, so again I am revising and giving few of the examples so that you get practiced with direct and indirect speech. Okay, so what you have to do now, you have to open your grammar notes. Like always, you have to write down the explanation for the direct and indirect speech. Along with that, we will practice few of the example. Okay children, let's move on to the topic direct and indirect speech. Give a heading, direct and indirect speech. Okay, before writing, just tell me what is a speech. What is a speech? Speech in the sense, it may be now what I am speaking in front of you, right? Is it clear children? Speech in the sense, it may be a prepared or unprepared, but what I am speaking in front of you, that may be considered as a speech, right? Then what about this direct and indirect speech? I am just simplifying, listen carefully. Direct speech may be, or it can be tell as a, suppose if I repeat your sentence, listen carefully. Direct speech in the sense, if I repeat your sentence, is it clear? If I repeat your sentence, that become a direct speech. Indirect speech in the sense, if I use any other words in substitute to your words. If I use any other words in substitute to your words, that become indirect speech, where I am twisting. Meaning of the sentence doesn't change, but instead of the word which you used, for that I have used another word, that become a indirect speech. I think that you may getting little bit confused, because what we learned previous year, that is different, and what ma'am is giving little bit different, right? You may be getting confused. Don't get confused, because I explained or I told what I understood direct and indirect speech, and I just try to make you simplify, and that's why I told you and I am giving even the explanation so that you can understand. Okay, now let's learn what is speech. Give a heading, speech. Okay, what is a speech? There are two ways. There are two ways by which the words of a speaker can be reported. Words of a speaker can be reported. What do you mean by speech? Speech in the sense where we are reporting in the sense presenting the sentence of a speaker. Suppose you are a speaker, you said one sentence, right? The sentence which you told, okay, listen carefully. Example, you said one sentence, and that sentence I should tell to somebody else. Is it clear? So example I can give you in simple way. See, you are the first person, second person, and third person. Just example I am giving children. Okay, you already understood what direct and indirect speech. Just I am simplifying. See, he is a speaker, right? He say one sentence, and I will catch that sentence. Okay, it becomes sentence second. Okay, and that sentence I have to tell to somebody else, to the third person. Is it clear? You are the first speaker person, you said one sentence, and that sentence I have to tell to somebody else. So the sentence which I received from you, it is a direct speech. Okay, and the same sentence which I am telling to other person by using other words, that become indirect speech. Is it clear how in the sense we'll see? Okay, after this, don't take this is just example I gave. Now give a heading, direct speech. speech, the reporting, write down, the reporting of a speech, the reporting of a speech by repeating the actual words of a speaker, by repeating the actual words of a speaker. Okay, so example, he said, I am going. Okay, he said I am going. Okay, write down. See, don't take that example, you just look into the explanation what you have to. The reporting of a speech, the reporting of a speech by repeating the actual words of a speaker. Okay, by repeating the actual words of a speaker. So this is the actual word of a speaker. Okay, actual words of a speaker. Is it clear, children? See, that is why we are given this is in a double inverted comma, where you are repeating the actual word, what the person said, the same word you are repeating. That is why you are quoted in a double inverted comma. So this is the actual word. And he said, this is what, that is a reporting the speech or repeating, where you are repeating the actual words of a speaker. So you used here said. Okay, you used your word said of a speaker. Is it clear, children? So here I am going, this is the actual word of a speaker, where you took the support of this he said, where you took the support of he said to repeat the actual word. Clear? This is a direct speech. So I said, this is the first person, first speaker, where in a direct speech, children, this is the direct speech, where you are repeating the actual word. I am going, where you are used actual word of a speaker. Okay, this is a direct speech. Next one, give a heading. See, after the definition, you write down this example. You have written explanation for the direct speech, children. I hope you are getting what I am telling. Below that example, you write down this. He said, I am going home. Okay, then below that give a clue that this is the actual word of a speaker, and where you are repeating the word of a actual speaker. This is the reporting of the supporting words. Okay, same you write down, and after writing this example, give a heading indirect speech. Okay, this is just to make you understand, children. Here, second one, indirect speech. What is the indirect speech? Write down. We may give the substance of the word. We may give the substance of words used by the speaker. Substance of a words used by the speaker. This is called indirect speech or reported speech. Okay, I'll repeat once again. We may give the substance of words. We may give the substance of words used by the speaker. This is called indirect speech or reported speech. Next after that, example you write down. Example: he said I am right. He said I am right. Okay children, this is a direct speech. Okay, is it clear? See, he said I am going. Where this is the actual word. Okay, this is a supporting word. This is a direct speech. If suppose we are changing these direct speech into indirect speech, because here we told that where the speaker dialogue we delivered or we speak without changing the actual word. Clear? Without changing the actual word. Whereas in an indirect speech we are just delivering the substance. What is the substance? This is the substance here. Right? I am right, that is the substance. And here this is the substance. I am going home. Substance in the sense matter or a subject, right? So here we are just going to deliver the matter or the topic. Vishaya, what you say? That we are going to be deliver. But what we are changing, we may give the substance of a word used by the speaker. We are just using a substance. Clear? Of a speaker. And how we are doing that one? Example: he said, okay, after these, instead of these double inverted comma, he said that I am become he was right. Is it clear? See here we change the actual word of a speaker. He said I am right. Okay, in a direct speech. When it comes to indirect speech, we are just telling or we are just keeping the main topic, but we are changing these reference. I am or the person, one who said, that we are changing. Example, see, he said I am right. Avanu sari. Avanu helidanu. Avanu sari. Okay. This was a direct speech. How the direct speech? Avanu helidanu. Nanu sari. That is a direct speech. Is it clear? Avanu helidanu. Nanu sari. That is a direct speech. If suppose it comes to indirect speech, that is avanu helidanu enendare. That is why here you are using that. He said that. Avanu heliddu enendare avanu sari. Here instead of I am, nanu instead of nanu, we used avanu. Have you got the difference, children? Here we change the what we call person, nanu, avanu, that has been changed. Here we are used I am, there it become he. Okay, and was right, because see, when you are telling a sentence, that is a present tense, and when we are telling to somebody else, it will become a past tense. Correct? So see here, when he was telling, he was in a present tense. Okay? When we are repeating that was to an indirect speech, that is always become to a past tense. Is it clear? See, he said that he was right, and you should remember that whenever a sentence comes to indirect speech, we are using that, and along with that here we are removing double inverted comma. Have you noticed anywhere double inverted comma in the indirect speech? No, because where double inverted comma is used, where we are giving direct or the actual word of a speaker, then only we can use the double inverted comma. Here in indirect speech, children, keep it in mind, we are not delivering the actual words of a speaker, so that we are removing this inverted comma. And remember always that we should use a that, and must and you should remove this double inverted comma. Along with that double inverted comma, if you write here, that becomes wrong answer. Clear? Remember, don't write double inverted comma in a indirect speech. Is it clear? Is it clear, children? This is a indirect speech. And this sentence was simple present tense. Which one? This is a, here I will write simple present tense, and this sentence was in a simple past tense. Okay, now what you have to do, unless I tell you to write the example, don't write in your notes, don't do the hurry. This is why I am telling, because this I told to explain you, I write the example. Now what you have to do, you have written direct speech and its explanation. Below that give an example, and example day 1, first example, give a heading simple present tense, and after that giving a simple present tense, keep it in a bracket, or you may write this in last also, after the end of the sentence also you can write. After that write this one example, he said I am going, and after in end you write simple present tense. Okay, that is better. Then you write on this answer, simple he said that he was right. After full stop you write in a bracket simple past tense, because a tense will show that always direct speech comes in a present tense, and it will comes to it become a past tense when it becomes to a indirect speech. Okay, now to make you more clear, we will work out few of the example. So you have to, after writing this example, you have to write down the few of the example. Okay. Second example, that is the first example, he said he was right. Then this is the second, a sentence was in, you better you write down like this only, the present continuous is changed to past continuous. He said to me, he said to me, you are getting lazy. He told me that I was getting lazy. See, he said and told. You may use he told me that you become I. Neenu iddaddu naan. In indirect speech, I was are become was, because present continuous become to past continuous. So here are become was, getting lazy. Okay, is it clear? Very simple, children. Changing to direct to indirect speech, very easy. Just you have to keep it in mind a subject, that is you, I, he, she, how it will change. So one simple this one I may give shortcut. Before changing to indirect speech, first you translate such sentence to Kannada in the sense, don't write in your question paper anywhere. In your mind you change it. See, he said to me, avanu nanage helidanu, ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲ ನೀನು. Here, right? He said to me. He said, ಅವನು ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದನು, ನೀನು ತುಂಬಾ lazy, right? So here ನೀನು become, when I am telling, when he said that he was a first person, and so here I am repeating the sentence of a speaker, what he told to me. So here what it become? You become I. ಅವನು ನನಗೆ, ನನಗೆ, here where I used I. Okay, so that you have to change in mind, and along with that always you have to remember that present will come to a past, so this you change it. Okay, remaining everything is changed. Same, continuous means continuity here should be there. See, because getting kept as it is. Okay, this is a simple way, children, where you can change. This is English grammar is not something very difficult which you cannot digest. It is very simple. Just you have to work out few example. Yes, it will come, sometime it will come to a wrong. No matter, you can make it practice. So it will be easy. Okay, and next example. The present perfect is changed to the past perfect. Change to the past perfect. He said, I have given you a present. The have which shows the present perfect of a sentence. When it comes to a past perfect, he said that he, I become he he had given me a present. So here, what are the changes you can see? See, one is that I become he, okay. Then have become had. Given we kept as it is. Then you become me. Only that much changes. Main thing is that present perfect have become had when it comes to a past perfect. Okay, that is a direct and indirect speech in a present perfect tense to past perfect tense. Till here today enough children, and remaining example we will see in the next class. Mainly what you have to do, you have to practice these example thoroughly. You have to read the explanation and you have to see the changes which we have done in the example. See here today I took only 3 examples because you should not get confused, because you won't get confused because you already learnt in 8. We are just revising, but still I felt we will today learn only practice 3 examples. And children, mainly I like to tell you, I have observed in your notes that few of the children, I am not telling all of you, few of the children has copied the last year example only. Okay children, that example you have to keep it as a reference, but this year what I am repeating and revising, that you have to write in a new notes for your reference, and you have to study well. Okay children, and I hope that you will follow the instruction and you will do the fresh revision what I had given to you children. Okay, so you keep on revising, and along with few more example I will meet you in the next class children. Till then, take care, study well.